I felt like I froze for a minute. I'm Desiree, and this is documenting my PLR journey. So I have my grandson, so you're going to hear him in the background. I probably have to stop to remind him to be quiet. I don't want this to be. What did I just say? I don't want this to be long. So can you believe this is day number 14? This is 2 weeks in. So the biggest thing is like, what have I learned? The biggest thing is a million. Calm it down. The biggest thing I learned is that for me, it's just to stay consistent. Even when you're like, okay, I'm not getting the numbers, I'm not getting, what I thought this was going to be. And then you stop and then you go into a different thing or you find a different course or somebody else is writing a fantastic landing page. You're like, that sounds, oh, that's me. Okay. And you buy that. But I feel like we really have to stay consistent even when we're tired, even when we don't feel like it, even when we're not getting the numbers that we want to stay consistent. I feel like at this point I'm going to start seeing um I'm going to start seeing a pattern, and I know most of my videos have been like almost 10 minutes long, maybe that's too long. Um and oh, so in reference to yesterday, the video I put up, I did not get any views on that. And Instagram is the same. I'm not getting any views on that. So, and I did a whole lot of hashtags on the Instagram yesterday. So I was thinking I was going to get a little bit more, but I got to figure out that strategy there. YouTube, like I said, just figuring out the pattern, and I am going to be working on my lead magnet. I kind of have things written down what I want to do for the lead magnet is probably a little too much, and that's something that people be like, give you the whole mansion, you're like, okay, just give them the coffee cup, okay? So have to work on my lead magnet and put up the PLR product that's a little low price because you could catch people with they'd be like, hey, I like this, or I'm connecting to her, but I don't want to spend that kind of money, or they just want to feel their way first. So that's pretty much it. As far as what I say, life stuff today, I have the grandson, picked him up from school. We did our reading time. Oh, this is not going to be long. So I'm so excited to say that we early before I was picking up like 3 times a week, but he informed me that he was ready to go back to daycare because it was having a problem there with kids and you know how that stuff can go. So I started picking up once a week. So in the meantime, we were doing reading time and we were reading Up with Pup. Okay. Up Pup. And then we was reading Fun in the Sun. Because I wanted him to build up his confidence in reference to I've gone to life stuff. I wanted him to build up his confidence in reading because he's really good in math. And so every day we would read that book and we would read every day we would read Up Pup and then Fun and Sun. Today he informed me, I'm telling you, and I kept telling him, I said, you keep reading, you keep practicing, you'll start getting more comfortable, more confident, and you will be like, okay, I can do this. And he's real good at sounding out, so I knew you'd get it. So today, okay, so he when he got home today and we was having snack, he was like, Yachty, calls me Yachty. He said, Yachty, he said, I read this to my class. I said, huh, what? He was like, this book. He was like, it was bigger, it had more colors. He was like, Up Pup. I read it to my class. I was like, are you serious? And I said, well, I gotta have carry it back to the beginning. He was like, his teacher said, anybody want to read the story to the class? And he said, he raised his hand. He said, I want to read it. He said he sat in his teacher's chair and he was like, Up, Pup. And he was just reading along. And I was like, how did you feel? He was like, I was, happy. And he said, when he finished, the class clapped and they was like, good. And his teacher was like, really good. You did really good. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe all that practice. And you literally had an opportunity to show off your skills and reading a story that we never ever thought you were going to read to anybody. Who's going to record and let it read to his mom. So I was just so tickled. I was so tickled with that. And I tell you, things like that, it just really connects in reference to if you keep doing it, if you keep at it and build your confidence, an opportunity will present itself that you'll be like, to yourself, oh my God, like I've been preparing for this. And you can just go with it in the flow. So I'm going to shut it off because I'm not going to keep it long. But I thank you all for following me on this journey. It's been 2 weeks in, and my lesson that I learned is keep going at it. Keep going at it, Desi. You're going to have an opportunity is going to come to me. An opportunity is going to come to you that you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm prepared for this. I'm ready. So that's all I got to say. Thanks so much. Until tomorrow.